Hello, everybody. So, today I wanted to share with you some new changes that are coming to Dell and how they want to change up their computer lineup, even their laptops and their desktops. So, I wanted to go over and share this article that I found with you so that we can discuss it. So, let's go over to the computer now and I'll tell you all about it. Okay, so as you can see, Dell is going to kill the XPS and Optiplex brands and adopt an Apple inspired three-tiered naming scheme for its PCs. So consumers will be getting a Dell, a business Dell Pro, and a workstation will be the Dell Pro Max going forward. But as you can see, Alienware is exempt. So, at a New York event headlined by founder Michael Dell, Dell announced a dramatic rethink of laptop sub-brands. It is ditching well-known and long-running options like XPS, Inspiron, and Optiplex for a three-tiered system that is hard to not directly compare to Apple. And going forward, Dell's new consumer PCs will be simply known as Dell. So that's going to be like your Inspiron that you would normally get. If you were to purchase a desktop or a laptop, it's going to be those Inspiron models. While the business focused models will get the Dell Pro moniker, which is kind of like your Latitude, I guess. And so that's going to still be a good computer to get, but they're just going to call it Dell Pro instead. And then the high performance workstation class systems will be labeled Dell Pro Max. That's going to be like your Dell Precisions. I mean, some of those things can go up to half a terabyte of RAM in the computer. That's not even the storage, that's just the RAM itself. So that's probably going to be your Dell Pro Maxes going forward. And its gaming focused Alienware brand is exempt from this renaming scheme. So they'll still have the Alienware brand. They're just going to have these other ones, the Dell, Dell Pro, and Dell Pro Max, so that you can pick the one that's going to fit you better. And the company looks at this as a simplification. And as you can see, rival HP did something similar under the Omni brand last year, with internal research indicating buyers only really care about the Dell name. But there will, of course, have to be numbers to indicate the screen size. And there are three tiers: the base, the plus, and the premium to indicate the levels of features. And so for convertibles, there will be a 2-in-1 label to denote a 360-degree hinge. And the company is expanding its AMD and Qualcomm offerings, which is going to be great because they're going to be offering the x64 processors plus the ARM processors. And we haven't seen very many Qualcomm processors, so that's going to be great. Because I don't know about you, but I would love to see some more ARM processors show up in these Dell computers. And they will continue to offer the Intel Lunar Lake. So it's unclear how exactly this will simplify the company's naming scheme. Examples in the press materials provided include a consumer focused 16-inch convertible featuring a Lunar Lake chip with the Dell 16 Plus 2-in-1 name and a DB06250 model name, and a 14-inch workstation with an Intel Core Ultra 9 processor and NVIDIA Pro RTX 2000 series graphics was labeled as Dell Pro Max 14. The latter had no provided model name, but you can be sure that with many models offering multiple Qualcomm, AMD, and Intel CPUs, full model and configuration names will still be complex. Gamers have dodged the revamp, so Alienware's Aurora brand and others will endure. To be fair to Dell, I'm sure that the XPS brand is more iconic to the tech journalism world, and Latitude and Precision are far more recognizable to the IT crowd than to the average consumer. But I would not be surprised to see the company relaunch some of its classic brands to much fanfare within 3 or 4 years. So you heard it here first. Dell announces a sub 2-pound XPS 14 at CES 2029. And so the Dell 14 Plus is one of the first laptops launched under the company's new naming scheme, which we got some brief hands on at the Dell event. At least these people did at Tom's Hardware. And it's going to be offering the Intel's Lunar Lake CPUs from a Core Ultra 5 226V up to an Ultra 9 288V, 16 or 32 gigabytes of RAM with either a 1920 by 1200 display or a 2560 by 1600 display. And the latter is listed as IPS. And as this is a mid-range consumer tier, don't expect the best in ultra portability. The laptop is 0.67 inches thick and has a listed starting weight of 3.42 pounds. And as you can see, there's also a larger Dell 16 Plus 2-in-1, which was a mistype above because it says Dell 15 2-in-1. But it was also shown off with an eye-catching 600 nit mini LED touchscreen with a 90 hertz refresh rate. It offers the same CPU and RAM options as the Dell 14 Plus, but is available in the silvery ice blue of the 14 Plus and a darker midnight blue. The screen on the 16 Plus looked great in our brief time with it, but otherwise nothing particularly stands out about the design of these devices. Then again, that's true of most mid-range consumer laptops made by Dell or anyone else. And then you can go down below and you can see some more of the comments. But I really think that that Dell 16 is going to look fantastic. It's got a much bigger screen. So if you really need to have that big screen, that's going to work great for you, especially if you're portable all the time. The 14-inch would be great if you needed to have a laptop that was portable every so often, but then you got to your office and you hooked it up to a monitor. And then you got a big 27-inch or a 32-inch monitor, maybe even larger, I don't know. And then you can also do everything that you would have done on the 16-inch, but it works perfectly in the 14-inch because it's more compatible with what you need. And it's also more portable with what you need as well. And so I really think that's going to help a lot of you out because that naming scheme is supposed to make it easier to know if you just want a Dell Pro, or a Dell Pro Max. But then again, you've still got the Alienware over there for anybody who wants to do gaming. Now, not to say you can't do gaming on a Dell Pro, or a Dell Pro Max. They just want to leave the Alienware for those who are truly going to be gaming on it. So I hope that article was interesting to you all. And if you do have any questions or comments, or you just want to discuss it with me, please let me know down below in the comments, and I will do my best to get back to you. And if there's a video that you would like for me to create for you, maybe you want me to talk about an article, maybe you want me to show you a piece of software, or you just need help with something, let me know that down below in the comments as well. And I will do my best to create that video for you. And as always, because you all do such a great job, if you can, hit that like and subscribe button so I can keep putting up all this great content. And I'll be more than happy to keep talking to you about Dell and their new naming scheme. And I'll keep putting up all these articles and videos for you all. Thanks so much, everybody. I really appreciate you all. I hope you have a great day. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.